Well, Michael, nice to have you with you. So I know when I say shalom, you know what that means.
Shalom back.
Like me, it's probably one of 4 or 5 words we have in our Hebrew vocabulary. But a couple of them are in the movie.
Yes,
Sheket, Bavakasha.
Yeah.
And we gave you, we'll put it on the screen right now, a machberet, which is a notebook. All of us who went to Hebrew school would fill this in, not just with the Hebrew letters, but with the vowels. There's a little line spaces we can see, just to put in the vowels.
Yeah.
And then, I can't speak for you, but for me, that after the bar mitzvah, I actually forgot the 5 words I learned. And this is paramount in the film A Serious Man. This is part of it.
Yeah.
How did you get the role?
It's kind of a funny story. Originally I got a call from my agent saying that Joel and Ethan wanted to see me for a part of the husband at the beginning of the film. At the beginning of the film, there's this little Yiddish parable that's, and the scene is entirely in Yiddish. So I jumped at the chance and went to a tutor and learned the whole scene in Yiddish. And it went really well, and they laughed a lot. And they weren't sure at that time if they wanted to go with an actor who could learn it or somebody who could speak it fluently. And they ended up going with someone who could speak it fluently and rightfully. So, and then many months passed by, like 4 or 5, 6 months. And put it out of my mind and moved on with my life. And then I got a call that they wanted me to come back and audition for the part of Larry and the part of Uncle Arthur in the film. And I hadn't read the script at that point. I had just read that first Yiddish scene, so I had no idea what the other part of the film was about. And so I did. I learned 3 scenes for Larry and 3 scenes for Arthur. And I brought them in, and they laughed a lot, and that made me really happy. And then periodically I'd ask after that had passed if I was still in the mix, and I heard back I was still in the mix, still in the mix. And eventually I heard some months later that I was going to get one of these parts. They just weren't sure which one I was going to play. And so I started working on both of them. And then maybe 6 weeks before they started shooting, I got a call from Joel in the middle of, I don't know, a train ride back to New York City, saying that he'll put me out of my misery. I'm playing Larry. So that's how I got the part.
Oh, that's great.